So heading out for a walk this morning, going over to our tunnel, check on things before I go into the office. It's a beautiful day here in Central Arkansas, probably about 80 degrees out right now. The sun's shining. You know, this is what it's all about, of living more out in the country, having some privacy. If you look around, walking down the road on our property, nobody in sight other than all my junky cars. And gonna see how the tomatoes are doing, the peppers are doing, and then heading to sit at the desk all day, do phone calls, do emails, do spreadsheets, and maybe if things go right, won't be doing that a whole lot longer, or things don't go right and I'll be doing it the rest of my life. Who knows? But anyway, let's go see how things are doing. And did bring my boss with me today, Snickers. Well, I've been on a 1 week business trip. I actually just left Monday, got back Thursday night. And I'm amazed at how the growth on these tomatoes in just the past week since I looked at them last weekend. I've got about 5 different varieties in here. Obviously need to tie them up. When I left, they were still upright, but they've grown so much now they've fallen down. I should have tied them up earlier. But we're starting to, I don't see any blushing yet, but I think another week or so we'll have tomatoes blushing, and you know, hopefully in about 3 weeks I'll be eating tomato sandwiches. I'm walking around. I just recognized I've got a problem. Since I last checked, these aphids have got on this plant right here. What I'll do later on today, I'll spray some neem oil on it. And most effective thing I've found is to just take a garden hose and wash the aphids off. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but aphids are pretty bad on luckily it just seems to be on one plant. If I don't get it now, it'll spread to a lot of the other plants. Don't know why they chose this one right in the middle of the row, but that's what they did. You can see them on there. So this morning I noticed that one of my tomatoes is really covered in aphids, but only one. Not sure why they got this one, not the others. But before I try any type of insecticide, neem oil or anything, I'm going to try just washing them off. Actually, in the past, that's worked fairly well for me. The aphids really aren't that strong, and if you wash them off, then they hit the ground and they can't get back up on the plant. So I'm just going to give it a try here. You don't want to damage the plant, but this plant's pretty harmed already. We'll see what happens. Come back. Got to get my other place this weekend, and I'm hoping that washing off with a strong stream will get them out of here, and we'll come back to some healthy tomato plants. And if not, then unfortunately this tomato will have to go in the garden pile. Thanks for watching. Bye. So while I was on the other side washing that plant, I noticed that the aphids are actually more prevalent than I thought. They've spread to some of these, so I'm just going to go spot rinse along this row. Where I see the aphids, try to get them off the plants. If it doesn't work, then I'll try something harsher. But for now, I'm hoping that just getting the aphids washed off in their honeydew that they put on the plants, rinsed off, will give these plants a chance and they'll be back to their normal growth. If not, then I'll try something stronger in a couple of days. I finished washing the aphids off the tomatoes the best I could. You can see them behind me. Actually ended up with probably about 10 plants that had slight infestations. But I think I got most of them washed off, and also the sticky honeydew that's on there. I'll come back probably in 2 days, see how that's working. I don't have a lot of stuff in my tunnel right now. Just tomato plants, peppers. I've tried growing other things in here, but it's just too hot. I've also got to get the sunshade cloth, or netting actually it is, put on here. Tried beans, too hot in here for beans. I used to grow squash outside, but squash bug infestations, can't even say the word, just too much. These for summer squash. Later this year, I'll plant some winter squash. If you get past the peak squash bug in the spring, normally I have, with like zucchini and stuff, a lot better luck with it. And then the next big job is mowing, flip it around. In the past week, it's amazed me how this has grown. This was all mowed a week ago, and you can see where it's at again. And all these grass in here was gone a couple weeks ago. It's back. Unfortunately, took a business trip for a week, lost a week's work in the evenings. I mean, I obviously can't work in the day, I work full time. The evenings is when I get things done, and it's also a nicer time to work here in Arkansas when it's so hot. That's where we're at right now, and I'll try to get this other video up here in the next day or two. Thank you all, and don't forget to hit all the buttons on there to share and like and subscribe and anything else that may help me start building some followers. Bye now.